There we go, people. Just been out gathering a bit of con wine today, so pretty stoked. Seafood, so yeah, we've got some Bluff oysters. So if you don't know how to catch Bluff oysters, we dredge for them down here. You can dive for them. You can free dive for them if you've got lungs like Aquaman. We use a oyster knife. You can get them, they're basically like the old butter knives, or you can get lots of different varieties, but I find these ones here, the pistol grip. Alan Lee gave this to me. He's owned a couple of Bluff oyster boats in Bluff, obviously, over the years. He's in his 90s now, and I was really privileged to receive this knife from him. So thank you very much, Alan. So I've got a wee 4x2 here that's got a scallop out of it. That stops the oyster from floating around. I've also got a glove, so I might need less stitches if I slip, because these knives are very sharp, so that you can cut into the shell without cutting the oyster itself. So you lie the oyster in the groove, like so, and I put my palm on where the fused part of the shell is down here, because this is when they're lying in the sand like that, they filter feed up here a bit like a scallop. So we lie it down like that, and then we put the palm of our hand on there, which locks it in, and then just, you don't have to be right on the edge because it'll break, but just as these, you can see the layers, they're a bit like the grain on a tree, and you just come in here. These are today's oysters, so they do fight you, and you go side to side, and when you get all the way in, you've cut the wee tenon, and you just pop it. I just give it a twist with your thumb. You just fold that over, and I've actually nicked that. So if this was in Barnes as a grade oyster, they'd soup that. That would not be an A grade. But look at the size of that oyster. For me, I'm breadcrumbing them. You'll see that later in the video. Nick that off in the bowl. Shell down here. So that was a nice fat oyster. This one here is legal. They've got to be 58mm in diameter. Can't fit through your coaching ring. So that there's a lot smaller, although it's legal. It's a lot smaller oyster, and tastes just as good, but just less chewing. So there's lots of different sizes you can get. You can get really deep ones. That's a good oyster there. To what else we got here? Really shallow ones. So although that's a lot, it's actually a bigger diameter oyster. It's going to have a smaller oyster in it. The ones you want are just really deep in the belly. That there's a bloody good oyster. We'll get in here. Look at that. That is what you want. Somewhere over the rainbow. That's what I want at the end of the rainbow. Woo. Salt, pepper, so lemon juice, salt, pepper. Bluff oyster, end of 2020. Hot. Good. Let's say I open a Bluff oyster. Oh, why I open a Bluff oyster? There's no real wrong way. If you cut them, you know, people call them a soup oyster. You crumb them, you batter them. They still taste like this. They're beautiful. If you can, get out there, get yourself a feed. You know, this is what it's all about, man. I'm just showing people how to, because a lot of people get this like a tail roller, sort of, all those sorts of things. You open them up, where you go and catch them. How do you process them? So, just about creating awareness. So, awesome. I'm pretty tired. It's been an epic weekend. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and catch you on the next mission.